We're back. Had a pretty nasty hiccup there on the stream. My computer restarted and it was giving me issues with logging back in, but now we're back. So we're gonna continue where we left off. We just got done playing Playa by Easy, and I really like it. I'm gonna put a star next to your name. And I want to hear more. Easy, definitely dope. All right, so let's pick off where we left off. This next submission is by Gage at 2000 Gage. Shout out to Gage. This is called Hermosa Beach, and no AI was used. Let's go. We're gonna need a little bit more energy on this one. Let's keep listening though. TJ Blaze, I can see myself getting a haircut to this too. All right, shout out to Gage at 2000 Gage. I think the beat is unfinished. Right now, it's a little bit on the boring side. Definitely easy listening, like lo-fi vibe, but there's some more interesting things you can do there. You know, the trick with lo-fi is like, people think lo-fi it's like simple and easy to do, but it's actually not. Like lo-fi music, especially stuff like this, is like very it could be very technical, and I think the trick to making good lo-fi and stuff that's like this, that sounds like good, is to just make sure that you have enough going on in there to keep the listener interested, right? So I think that the melody choice isn't the right one. I think you can definitely create like a catchier melody. The like I don't think that was it. I don't think it's compelling enough. The drums are fine. The drums are chill, but I think you can put a little more of a dynamic melody in there, just like something that's catchy. Like I think some of the best chill playlists, like lo-fi music, is the thing you notice about those beats is like they're very catchy, right? Like you have catchy melodies and just like good riffs going on in there, and then like everything sounds balanced, right? So yeah, this just sounds unfinished. I think you should go back and create like a catchy bass line, and just I would redo that whole melody. Like I don't think that melody was the right choice. So maybe chop it up a little bit or like replay some of it. I think you're getting close. I don't think it's finished. I think you're getting close though. I like the snare. I like the hi-hats and like the drum choice. Also too, I would say, hey, Got Right said, take the elevator sound up to the top floor. Yeah, exactly. That's a good way to put it. Like, you know, just elevate. There you go. Elevate the beat a little bit. That's what I would say. I don't know if that's what you meant, God Rice, but yeah, just create, do some things in here to just elevate it a little bit. Because right now, it's a little boring. But the message here says, feeling burnt out of my VSTs. What are some of your go-tos for piano and pad sounds? Man, bro, there's so many out there. If you want interesting sounds, I mean, the go-to would be Arturia. What is it called? The Arturia collection. That will have everything you need. And then just Omnisphere 2. Omnisphere 2 has so many sounds and so many interesting things you can do to those sounds. Like Omnisphere 2 is extremely powerful. So, and then also check out what is it called? I mean, there's so many. Omnisphere 2. Just get Omnisphere 2, bro, and it's literally the only thing you need. If you know how to use it and you explore all the sounds, there's so many sounds. Like, I'm talking about thousands. And chat, let us know if any of you guys have used Omnisphere 2. But one of my favorite features on Omnisphere 2 is the randomize feature, where you just press a button and then it'll completely just randomize a new patch for you, which is like so valuable and effective when you're feeling uninspired or bored. It'll give you something that you've never heard before and can spark inspiration. So that's one of my favorite features of Omnisphere 2. So check out Omnisphere 2. But yeah, that's my feedback, Gage. Appreciate you. Okay, next up is Bird on the Track. Shout to Bird on the Track. This is called The Parable, and no AI was used in the making of this track. Let's go. Interesting. There's a couple things that need to be tweaked. We'll get into it, but let's keep listening. Okay, Bird on the Track. Few things about it. I like the intro. I like that little like sample outro thing. Speed up the whole beat. 5 to 10 BPM. Just go for it. Speed it up. Speed that bitch up. Okay. That's step number 1. Step number 2 is lower the hi-hats a little bit. The hi-hats are a little too loud. And then I would also just do more with the hats, right? Right now, the it's just too simple. It's too simple. It's a little bit boring. So do some full hi-hat programming on this. You know what I mean? Like, give me the 16 count hi-hats with some velocity variation. Throw some perks in there. Like, it's a hard beat. It could be a hard beat. There's just a few little things that I need you to do to it. And then also, I want you to put a little bit of distortion on that 808. The 808 is cool right now. It's cool, but it's a little bit boring. I need some texture. So like throw some delay, or not delay, throw some distortion on there. Not too much, because you don't want it to be like, right? But you want it to kind of cut through a little bit. I need to hear this through a phone. I need to hear that 808, because the 808 is really like the main ingredient, along with that piano. I like the repetitive, like creepy horror film piano. I like it. This just, the track overall just needs a little bit more personality. Okay, so give us some full hi-hat patterns in there. Keep everything else. Give me some distortion on the 808. Keep the intro and keep the outro, and speed up the whole thing, bro. Go like +5 BPM, maybe even +10. See what that feels like. But you're on the right track. You're on the right track, Bird. No, it's my pleasure, bro. You know, I appreciate you. But try those things. We just want to elevate it. Give it a little more, you know, a little more drama. A little bit more drama. Okay, next up is Jay Zemi. Shout out to Jay Zemi. Show yourself in the chat if you're in the chat, Jay Zemi. Jay Zemi is on Instagram @_tree_god with 2 D's. Tree God. Do you hug trees? I hug trees. Jay Zemi. This is called Spilled Milk. Let's hear it. Yeah, bro. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. I had to put the sunglasses on real quick. Um, love the beat change. See, you guys, I don't know if you guys were here for that, but remember a couple weeks ago I was talking about beat change ups and how a good beat change up gets you excited. And it doesn't necessarily have to be faster or slower. It just has to have impact. And everything that you did in there, in terms of the change up, made sense. I like how it came in, what it was like. It felt like it belonged in there. I like it. I was kind of imagining myself driving with the top down on a sunny day, playing this really loud. So, okay. So you didn't make the beat. I find more beats on BeatStars and record myself on them. Okay. So you're the vocalist on here. I like the vocals too. I'm not mad. And you sound good on these kind of beats. Yes, Five Towns College. Okay, I remember. It's good to see you in here again. Man, that was... Oh, wow, I remember that day at Five Towns. I spoke, right? And I met a bunch of you guys. That was super fun. Shout out to Five Towns College. I want to say like 2019, yeah, before pandemic. That was right before pandemic, like a year before pandemic. I remember that. Yeah, well, welcome back here, Jay Zemi. I like the vocals. I like the beat. Producers in here, if you have beats for Jay Zemi, feed, because I like what I'm hearing, and I like that beat. I like the beat switch up. I like both beats. I like what you did with it. Keep going. You got a cool style. It's like chill. I can hear you doing features with like Larry June and just all the, like, there's this category of rappers, and I don't know what to call the category, but it's like chill, sunny, weed vibes, right? And I love that stuff, and I think there's a lot of people that love that sound, and I can totally hear you fitting in that category, if that's the music that you're making currently, or I don't know if that's sort of the category of stuff you're doing. That's all the folks I listen to. There you go. Yeah, Boldy James, Larry June, the big homie Alchemist. Yeah, so listen, just keep executing, keep going, keep recording and you got to start putting this stuff out. I don't know what your situation is in terms of releasing music, but release that stuff and find some producers that are locked in with that sound, and just dial in with them for sure. Dial in, find yourself a producer or a handful of producers that are willing to lock in with you, that fit that sound, that Alchemist, Larry June, dare I say Griselda, my man Conductor, shout to Conductor, shout to just that category of sound. Find yourself a tribe of people that are in that and go thrive. But I like what I heard. I mean, I would play that in the car. I might download this one. I'm gonna download this. Download. I just downloaded it. Wait, let me hear that beat switch again.
I'm on full clip. I might have to pull a cook out through a drive-by sweet, cause I ain't crying over no spilled milk. And you want the real smoke. You want the real smoke.
Yeah, I fuck with it, man. I fuck with it. That's all I'll say. I fuck with it. Spilled milk. That's hard. Holler at Jay Zemi. At Tree God _ Tree God. Yeah. I'll fuck with it. I just downloaded it. Okay, next up is Brother Jacob at It's Brother Jacob on Instagram. This is called Mo Money, Mo Problems, not to be mistaken with the Biggie track. And the note here says, just released this and multiple people have told me that it sounds like it could be in a movie or a video game. I would love some feedback and advice on approaching sync. Okay. All right. So it's released already and you want to think about getting this synced up. Let's hear it. Shout to Brother Jacob. Let's go. All right. Oh, it's making me log in. All my logins, just everything logged off. Hold on one sec. I have to log into Spotify. Verification code. Oh man. Okay. It's so because I updated my computer, it logged me off of like everything. So now I have to relog everything back in. So it's gonna take a while. And now it's asking me for a code. Okay. All right. So let's listen to it. Here we go.
We like that, Brother Jacob.
More money, more problems. More money, more problems. More money, more problems. More money, more. They say they getting money is gonna bring you an issue. I'm throwing out money, just tell me what's the condition. Diagnosed to be a baller, or score a better position. Level up on every stage, you can tell that I'm a musician. How much you make here, that's how they define you. They don't ask how much it took to refine you. Late night studio lights fighting some.
I'm just running to the bathroom, but it's literally right over there and I can still hear it. So don't be alarmed. Let's go, Brother Jacob. Run it back to the beginning. Fuck it. Let's go. Let's hear it.
We like that, Brother Jacob.
More money, more problems. More money, more problems. More money, more problems. More money, more. They say they getting money is gonna bring you an issue. I'm throwing out money, just tell me what's the condition. Diagnosed to be a baller, or score a better position. Level up on every stage, you can tell that I'm a musician. How much you make here, that's how they define you. They don't ask how much it took to refine you. Late night studio lights fighting survival. I'm clutching on my pencil, my pistol, my Bible. If it's hard to get money, then I always been around. The bitch, I ain't for England, but the money come in pounds. If I ever do fall, I'ma fall into pounds. And on the way down, I'm yelling more. I can't seem to get a hold of things. Don't be confused by the gold rings. It's more money, more problems, and more bling. To more money, more problems, and more bling. It wasn't more bling. I can't seem to get a hold of things. Don't be confused by the gold rings. It's more money, more problems, and more bling. To more money, more problems.
Shout out to 40 all the way from Africa. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for the compliments, man. Shout out to you guys out there.
If you ain't getting money, what the fuck is you doing? If you ain't getting money, what the fuck is you doing? If you ain't getting money, what the fuck is you doing? What the fuck is you doing? What the fuck? Getting money is the way, it's not an option. It's something about my name and the fame with this rock shit that make me wanna rage and a bang on the smash pit. Say I'm in the game, but I'm gaining this profit. Lost sleep, guarding all of what I built. Lost friends over contracts, riddled with the guilt. They get out me to the end, but I show them that I will get money, get problems, get more. I can't seem to get a hold of things. Don't be confused by the gold rings. It's more money, more problems, and more bling. To more money, more problems, and more bling. It wasn't more bling. I can't seem to get a hold of things. Don't be confused by the gold rings. It's more money, more problems, and more bling. To more money, more problems, and more bling. It wasn't more bling. If you ain't getting money, what the fuck is you doing? If you ain't getting money, what the fuck is you doing? If you ain't getting money, what the fuck is you doing? What the fuck is you doing? What the fuck? I can't seem to get a hold of things. Don't be confused by the gold more rings. It's more money, more problems, and more bling. Cause more money, more problems, and more bling. It wasn't more bling thing. I can't seem to get a hold of things. Don't be confused by the gold rings. It's more money, more problems, and more bling. The more money, more problems, and more bling. The ones and more bling.
All right, shout out to Brother Jacob with the More Money, More Problems. Okay, so let's talk about sync for a second. First order of business is definitely going to need a clean version. So if you have a clean version, queue that up. Make sure you have a clean version available, because most, not all, but most TV, film, sync stuff requires clean edits in most cases. Unless this song ends up in like a rated R film, which is totally fine. But for the most part, you want to have a clean version on deck. Second thing is, it's got energy to it for sure, and I can definitely hear this song being like fitting in a show or a movie. I agree with what you're thinking, and I agree with like what some of your friends are saying. They can hear it in like a show. I could too. I think the hook is like hype enough, and the drums are hype, and it's got emotion, and yeah, I can definitely hear it. The only issue, and again, like I've had stuff synced, and I'm over here at Empire now, so we have a whole sync department, so I'm consistently sort of like learning a lot more about sync. And what I will say is this: the hook on here, the More Money, More Problems, and I'm not saying it will, but could potentially run into a copyright interpolation issue with the More Money, More Problems Biggie Bad Boy song, because it's just very close. More money, more problems. If the song gets big enough, or if it somehow ends up in like a huge movie, you might, there's a chance there that the original copyright owners, publishing owners of Biggie, More Money, More Problems, they might holler at you and be like, hey, you guys interpreted our song. We want XYZ, we want clearance, we're going to issue a takedown. And it's a headache. And I will say this: music supervisors do not want to deal with that kind of stuff. Music supervisors want music that's completely cleared, completely clearable, no third parties, and again, also not too many producers, because they want what's called 100% clearable, very easy to clear in an instant, right? So 1 to 2 producers, no interpolations, no samples, none of that, just completely original. Once you start getting into 3, 4, 5 plus co-producers and writers, they tend to not choose the track regardless of how good it is. It's not going to get chosen. Okay, so if you guys are pursuing sync licensing, whether it's for TV or film or movies or blockbuster hits or Netflix shows or video games, whatever it is, just keep that in mind, right? No outside samples. Even nowadays, if you sample something from Splice, that could create an issue. It could create an issue. Okay, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just letting you know. Any type of interpolations, vocal interpolations, like More Money, More Problems, that's, even though it doesn't sound like More Money, More Problems by Biggie, potential issue, right? And they could skip it because based off of that, regardless of how good the song is. So just keep that stuff in mind. The sync world is a very cool thing to pursue, and but it comes with some responsibilities. And that's just something that I would just keep in mind moving forward. But I would just focus on that. But outside of that, the song is definitely syncable. I can hear the energy. And I like the song. I like the drums and I like the hook. I like everything about it in terms of like a sync. But yeah, that just keep that stuff in mind, Brother Jacob, moving forward. Okay. I'm definitely curious to hear more from you, bro. Okay, so our next submission is by Non-Epic at GlumJ. Shout to GlumJ _ at GlumJ _ and this is called Mob and Soul. Now, real quick, before we play this submission, and again, it's not too late to submit. If you go to nero.fan/illmind, you can still submit. The queue is completely filling up, so you're probably going to have to get a skip or a super skip or a throne if you want to get played today. But again, we're streaming tomorrow and Wednesday too. But before we start this one, I just got a message from security that I need to move my car. So don't go anywhere. Give me like 2 to 3 minutes. I'm going to move my car and I'll be right back. Okay? So I'm going to go to the BRB screen. We're going to play some background music and I will be right back. Just moving my car.
Got ambitions in my mind, can't let them go. I'm reaching for the stars, want this world to know. Can you feel the flow? How I let my doubts block the light that starts to show. I've been held down, but not anymore. I'm rising up, feel that spirit soar. Breaking chains, no longer feeling low. With every step I'm closer to my glow.
Okay, we're back. Just move the car. We are all good to go. No tickets. No towing. No tow trucks. Non-Epic at GlumJ, Mob and Soul. Let's go. Yo, I don't know how I feel about that little short delay on the. It sounds like the short delay is on the beat or like on the hi-hats. Let's just keep listening. The short delay is definitely from your beat. I mean, let me play the last one. Hold on, let me play this one.
Baby, it ain't fair for me.
Yeah, see? That one sounds fine. Come on, let's keep going. Okay, yeah, I agree. Susno PhD says it's cool that the delays kind of throw me off. It does give it a vintage vibe, though. Yeah, I agree. So here's what I'm thinking. I don't know what's causing that short delay, but if you can, okay, if you can remove the short delay. I do like the short delay though, but only on certain instruments. So like, instead of the short delay being on the entire beat, put it on the hi-hats. Only put it on the hi-hat and the clap. Not on the kick, not on the instruments, whatever. Keep everything open. Just put it on the hat and the clap. I think that's interesting, actually. I like the short delay effect. Gives it a vintage feel and also just makes it sort of like stand out a little bit more. So take it off everything else except for the hats and the clap. Outside of that, the beat's cool. I mean, you know, I can actually hear like some hard ass rapping on this. So like a Pusha T or just someone who raps just on that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not mad at that. I'm actually not mad at that. So yeah, keep the short delay on the hats, keep the short delay on the clap, but remove it from everything else. I think the beat's cool. The only thing I would maybe mess around with is maybe take out the main sample, that high pitch thing happening in the sample chop. Maybe EQ that out in certain areas. You don't want to EQ it too much because then you'll lose some of the flavor. Take out some of those mid highs, and EQ those out a little bit, and then maybe have a section where it's like filtered. Right, and just keep that going for like 8 bars or 16 bars, and then go right back to it. Like, you don't have to overdo this beat, Glum. Like, keep it very down the middle, very linear, because this is like a rap record. This is a rap beat. Like, I want to hear bars on this. I don't want to hear singing. I don't want to hear emotional anything on it. Like, this is some shit that I want to hear some fucking hard raps on, right? So yeah, try those things. I think the beat will improve, but again, like the thing you don't want to do is completely get rid of the short delay, because then it'll just kind of feel like a normal beat, right? Okay, next up is Jeffrey Lee. Shout out to Jeffrey Lee. Some AI was used in this, so keep that in mind. And this one's called Want Some Attention, parentheses original. Okay. Shout out to Jeffrey Lee. Let's hear it, Jeffrey. Got Rice said two-stepping in the chip aisle right now. Yo, I feel you. Look, like, I'd be lying to you if I said I wasn't enjoying this track. But it's AI, so like I don't really have much to say about it. Is it enjoyable? The answer is yes. Let's keep going.
Cups from the cooler in the hall. He's giving me a pep talk, looking at the TV on the wall. So grab me, just hold me and kiss me on the lips.
Come and do it right now.
Let's work on this relationship.
Okay, so shout out to Jeffrey Lee. Obviously that was AI. So it's so interesting, right? First, I'll say this. Again, yes, AI was used. This is completely AI. It does sound like you wrote some of those lyrics, though. Like the lyrics weren't necessarily like AI written lyrics, because you can tell. The AI will always put those keywords and key phrases in there to give away the fact that it's AI, like neon lights and, you know, crown and king and all those things. That being said, there was a comment in the chat while we were playing that song that said, it's too perfect. And I agree. That's the issue, right? Like, this sounds so scarily accurate to any song from that era, and it is what it is. But you know, it's not original, and it's not. So again, yes, the fact of the matter is that was enjoyable. So I'll give you that. And Concha said it's kind of sad, the world. I know. No, it hasn't ended, Conch. Don't be so pessimistic, bro. You know, I understand and I get you, but we can't lose hope. We can't lose hope. We can't. I refuse to lose hope. But it doesn't take away from the fact that shit sounded too perfect. Okay? So Jeffrey, you know, I don't know if you're in the chat right now, if you want to chime in, if you want to give us some context, whatever. But I like how you did that. You know, like, it sounded like you did some prompting and you did some writing on the lyrics, I'm assuming. and you put together an enjoyable track. There's nothing more to say about it. Do I agree with the whole AI thing? Like, not fully. No, absolutely not. Yeah, it's fucked up. But that music is music. That is enjoyable, but it's too perfect. So, again, I don't have a critique for you, Jeffrey, because that was like completely AI. But what I will say is, from the context of it being fully AI, was that song enjoyable? The answer for me is yes. So that's all. We'll just leave it at that. That was an enjoyable track that you prompted and created. Okay. Next up, back up is Rice Baby at Got Rice Baby. This is called Fat Girl Shit with a PH. And the message here says, but only to help me map out my overall concept, thoughts, writing cadence, patterns. The rest was all me. Okay. Let's go. Let's hear it. And some AI was used in this. That's fine. Let's hear it.
Sugar quarter line, something genuine. I'm thinking Michelin spoon fed. In mouthful of pure shit, no good, but sit up. Chew it up, spit it big. Damn shit wet. I got a few words with a shit said. Thoughts you find quite sane. Let's the plate you serve. Not knockers, but another thing. Two left feet, no motion. Tripping sand to see. Got you red, shredded. Something it's a rainy day special, baby boys don't call me unless you drop my money in my motherfucking car seat. Thought I'd forget we had the beef like Aris. I know you sent me, but we ain't didn't get up off me. You lost me, head honcho, you a flopper. One size day, I could dance all night till the day up. At your party for my daughter, I'm the able to devour your pocket bags, fat like farmers. Heard the devil wear Prada, pull up on me raw jean, low dope bitch. I don't see nada.
Well, is that it? That's it. All right. Shout out to Rice Baby. So, Rice Baby said that some AI was used to help me with to organize it. Yeah, that's fine. My feedback for this Got Rice Baby is literally the same as the last track. Like, you have great ideas. I think it's catchy. When it's finished, I like the beat. I don't know. Your taste is good. I like the direction and like the feel of what you're going for, but in order to elevate the music that you're making, and again, I think I read it correctly. You said in the chat that you've only been making music for like a couple years. So once you find a producer or an engineer or like even a co-writer or whatever, like just someone to collaborate with to help you elevate your sound, like you'll be in great shape. Rice Baby said, I like my vocals to be low, so you'll listen or look up to the lyrics. That's fair. That's fair. So if you want your lyrics to be more integrated, I agree. I think if you integrate your vocals more into the beat, just make sure it's balanced, right? Make sure it's all balanced. And make sure the beat has enough going on in there to justify the lyrics and the vocals being tucked. Like, I understand that you probably want your vocals to feel more like an instrument, right? Got Rice. So like or Rice, I'll call it Rice Baby, not Got Rice Baby, Rice Baby. If you want your vocals to act more as an instrument, again, it goes back to what I was saying. Like if you can collaborate with a producer or a musician or an engineer or a combination of both that understands like what you're trying to accomplish, where you're trying to go, but you can still maintain your creativity and like your vision for the tracks, then I think you'll be in great shape. So again, yeah, I thought it was a really cool idea. Obviously it's just an idea, it's not finished, but I like the direction of what you're going in, like your choice of like beat selection and like choice of sounds, and just you have like a very specific vision I'm hearing from your stuff, and I think that once you hone in on it, like just keep building off of it. And again, like, yeah, she's like, I see you got Rice Baby in here, open to collaborating. So shit, hit her up. Got Rice Baby on Instagram. If you're a producer, send her some vibes, link up, you know. That's why we're here, so you guys can link up with each other. All right, so next up, this is called Rain or Sun. This is by Hugo. Shout out to Hugo. Hope I'm saying that right. And Instagram is at Universe, at UNIVRSE_. And the message here says, I used Contact 8's engine to generate sample instruments based on the VSTs I have in my Contact library. I chopped up the samples I liked and then played my own melodies and drums around the chops. This song is about how I approach my craft. I love making songs and sharing them with people who may connect with my music. Okay, that's fair. Fair enough. Let's see if it's good though. All right, shout out to Hugo. Let's go.
I beat on my chest like drums. Niggas be doing this shit like it's just for fun. But this shit ain't just for fun. I'm standing on 10s in the rain and sun. Like I'm playing the sun. I just got hot like I laid in the sun. I create an abundance. So many tracks ain't gon' think it's redundant. The way I be making these waves, serving it like how I bungus. How it sound humongous. I see it with every releaser. I gotta let go to get deeper. Humble man, I ain't no preacher. I just want you to believe her, that everything written in stone is life full of gold and I am the seeker.
Yo, wake the fuck up, why you out here sleep?
I woke up at 3 in the night when I finally decided 4 run up at a time and I'm an achiever. What came after the dreamer? My mind lit up like Eureka. Now that green growing like chia. I'ma say it like running man, here come the stunning man in the den empire, yo, while me do my dance, running man, teeth full of stunners, man, they be like, damn, how we just get 100 bands. I keep it 100 like one of them. I'm Mario, I had to punch him.
Yo, wake the fuck up, why you out here sleep? You out here sitting on heat rocks. That is fucking fire. You know, I just went through my fucking attachments, bro. Like, listen, man, I know you probably sleep or whatever, but you need not waste your time, man. Use your talent, man. Tell you.
All right, shout out to Hugo. I like the vibe of that. I think you should get more weird. Right? So the energy that this track is giving is quirky. Pump, 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 almost like drum broccoli. That's what it feels like. I like the quirkiness of it. I think you should get more quirky. Pause. Do more stuff with the vocals, right? Like, give me more ad-libs. Give me more dropouts in the beat. Give me more effects in different places. Right now, again, yeah, like, it sounds like a demo. I don't know if you needed the talking at the end. I don't think people care. No offense to whatever the outro was, but like, I don't think it's impactful at all. So I would just take out the outro. Quirky. Give me some more more drama, more put effects on the vocals, do some weird things with the instruments, keep the drums the same. I like the drums, but just like give me more, you know, like I want to feel like make me care. You know what I'm saying? Like, if this is a song about your craft, like, make a stranger who's never heard your music, who doesn't know what you're about and has like no context of like who you are, what you do, Give him that, right, Hugo? Like, so again, and I know you said in chat you didn't finish your vocals. That definitely, like, go back, do some ad libs, put some effects on your ad libs. Have fun with it. Just have fun with it. Like, I'm a fan of like quirky stuff like this. But, and again, sorry if I'm like, quirky is probably not the right word, but like, just like, have fun. Like, make it feel like you had. I want to hear the fun in the song. Like, you should be having a blast in the studio finishing this song, right? So give me that energy on this one. But overall, I like it. I like where it's headed, and dude, yeah, make it fun, make it more fun. Shout to Hugo. Okay, next up is Maurice. Shout to Maurice. No AI was used in the creation of this. Maurice, if you're in the chat, it's your turn. Come say hello. Let us know where you're at. This is called Unusual. Let's go.
It's so unusual the way she makes me feel, and I can't stay away. No, I can't stay away. I have to.
Is that you singing, Maurice? Let us know if that's you singing on the track. Let's go.
Have her near. She's something very special. She's something straight from heaven, just perched up on a star. I just know she fell for me. Many days and many nights I've waited just for her, just for her. I've spent so many nights on my own that I thought that love was just a word. But then she lights up my life. She makes everything right, and I can't help but to love her.
Maurice, you're like a really good singer. Okay, let's keep going.
She's one hell of a woman, and I just can't be without her. I can't be without her. It's so unusual the way she makes me feel, and I can't stay away. No, I can't stay away. I have to have.
Just like Maurice, just you're just like a little bit pitchy in certain parts of the song. You're singing a little bit pitchy. Nothing that Melodyne can't fix, but that's what I'm noticing so far. But really good. I'm enjoying this so far. Let's keep going.
Her near, she's something very special. She's something straight from heaven, just perched up on a star. I just know she fell for me. No, I won't take for granted anything she ever says or does. No, I would stand right here forever if she wants to stand here next to me. Her love is all I need. I believe in miracles. I believe in magic. Ooh, I believe that dreams, they do come true. I believe in magic. She is everything that I could ever want or ever need. Ooh, she showed me how to love. It's so unusual the way she makes me feel, and I can't stay away. No, I can't stay away. I have to have her near. She's something very special. She's something straight from heaven, just perched up on a star. I just know she fell for me.
Okay, shout out to Maurice. Sorry, I turned my camera off because I don't want to smoke on screen. But vocals are good, Maurice. Vocals are good. I would love to hear more. I mean, yeah, like I said earlier, some of the vocals, some of the runs you have are a little bit pitchy. Again, nothing that you can't zoom in with Melodyne and do, but I like the layering. I like the projection in your voice. Sounds like you've been singing for a long time. And, you know, correct me if I'm wrong, Maurice, on anything I'm saying, but sounds like you've been singing for a long time. I like the writing. Feels very contemporary. Like some contemporary R&B, which I'm a big fan of when it's done right. Don't know, Maurice, if you play instruments or, you know, from your experience, if you're around like musicians or gospel keyboard players, but man, Maurice, you plus an actual like pianist, keyboardist from the church that can play gospel chords, you guys should just be making songs. I would love to hear more from you, Maurice, and like demos that could be sampled as well. Like, I don't know, there's something about contemporary R&B that is just so, like, when it's good, it's really good, you know? And it's very easy to sample. I love sampling good contemporary R&B and turning it into something crazy. So, Maurice, I'm gonna put a star next to your name, and I'm gonna download this so I can vibe a little bit. But like, definitely would love to hear more from you, Maurice. More of what you got going on, and just more music, just to kind of see what you've been making. But I would definitely sample your voice if you're open to something like that. I'm not going to do it for this, obviously, but just in general speaking, like, I feel like you can make like some really good samples too. So yeah, if there's any producers in the chat that you guys should be hollering at Maurice for some vocal collaborations, and then send those sample loops over on Friday for the Friday collab, and maybe I'll sample something that you make, Maurice, and make a beat out of it. Who knows what could happen, but that's why we're here. Good stuff. Okay. Next up is Chris Van Heisty. And apologies if I'm saying it wrong. Chris Van Heisty. No AI was used in the creation of this. This is called Ebbs and Flows. It's on Spotify. Here we go.
Sometimes got the balance, lows and highs is the only way. The water was inside to help you grow. Innovation bring me to a place I've been. Innovation always bring me up again. Jump in the water, now it's sink or swim. All I know is that I really need to go. And if you fall, get yourself up again. Got to stay strong, it don't matter what you're up against. Follow the signs, things change sometimes, so just go with the ebbs and flows. Trying to find the balance that gon' make me whole. But these universal forces are the only thing that's in control. If I hold a steady pace, then I ain't wearing down my soul. Complications get mitigated, then I'm back on the road. I feel the push and pull, and hear voices that make me comfortable. What y'all see as inconvenience, I choose to use as a tool. It's the only way I can wrap my head around it. And by the ebbs and flows, I'm forever bounded. I get so astounded when I'm surrounded by these resounding waves. Always make it to the shore, cause I don't go against the grain. Got everything that I need inside my vessel, no need to wrestle. I've been feeling special at these water levels, so I can go ahead and get my swim on. Y'all don't even know this the frequency that I've been on. Until I take my last breath, I'ma trust the universe to tell me where to go next, Tom. Innovation bring me to a place I've been. Innovation always bring me up again. Jump in the water, now it's sink or swim. All I know is that I really need to go. And If you fall, get yourself up again. Got to stay strong, it don't matter what you're up against. Follow the signs, things change sometimes, so just go with the ebbs and flows.
My ratio's of failure to success got me stressed how I do my best and somehow leave everything a mess. In a world full of structure, I'd rather be water, traveling along the path of least resistance. This is persistence, which is giving and gaining, mostly driven by pain. Losers be winners too, that's why I treat them the same. The paradox apparent when's the worth is always worse, me not adverse. That's why I use my life to quench the thirst that people search.
Was the rapper on the second verse different from the rapper on the first verse? I like that hook. Let's go. Let's keep going.
For balance on earth, but gravity works sometimes. Parody hurts, so spare me the smirks. It's about timing. Stay sturdy until the alignment is the reason you shining. No need for a spotless mind. We romanticize grinds, but sometimes we need to stop and ask ourselves, are we water or are we the rock?
Okay, I didn't love the first verse. Let me see. Let me go back.
So forces aren't the only thing that's in control. If I hold it steady.
Yeah, I don't know. Something about... I would swap those. I know it's on Spotify already, but... I didn't love that first verse, to be honest. But the hook was nice. I don't know. Something about the voice and the hook. Like, that was good. Hold on. Chris, I see you in the chat. What exactly did you do on this song? Did you produce it? And who's on the hook? To give us more context, who's on the hook, who's on the first verse, and who's on the second verse?
Sometimes got the balance, lows and highs. It's the only way the water was inside to help you grow. Innovation bring me to a place I've been. Innovation always bring me up again. Jump in the water, now it's sink or swim. All I know is that I really need to go. And if you fall, get yourself up again. Got to stay strong, it don't matter what you're up against. Follow the signs, things change sometimes, so just go with the ebbs and flows. Trying to find the balance that gon' make me whole. But these universal forces aren't the only thing that's in control. If I hold a steady pace, then I ain't wearing down my soul. Complications get mitigated.
Okay, cool. So beat was good. I like the beat. Said Tone Flow is on the hook and the first verse. So I definitely love Tone Flow's singing more than his rapping. Just based off of hearing that first verse rap. I think Tone Flow should be doing more hooks. I love to hear more hooks. I think it's like a very distinct kind of sound. Like it's got kind of like an island feel to it. I don't know. I liked it. And then Al Q on the second verse. I like Al Q's raps. Al Q can rap. I like Al Q's raps. I'm not gonna lie. But I like the vibe on this overall, dude. The beat was good. Like I like the drums. I like the pianos and the bit. Like it was a good song. I don't love that first verse, but I like the second verse. I like the hook. It's a nice song. I'm wondering, look, Chris, you should be doing hooks with Tone Flow all day. Like, y'all, I don't know if y'all are doing that yet, but, like, y'all should be loading up. Just get Tone Flow to do hooks on all your shit. For real. Like, you and Tone Flow should have 100 beats and hooks together. I don't know if Tone Flow is passionate about singing hooks or doing raps, but I personally love his singing more, and I think you should double down on that. Hooks. If I met someone like Tone Flow and I'm a producer, man, I'd be locked in. Do hooks on all my beats. There's definitely, Chris, there's a signature sound going on here, potentially. And I think if you and Tone Flow double down and get Tone Flow to just do hooks for you, bro, that's what I would do. Just letting you know. Just telling you. That's what I would do. Not mad. Okay. We got time for a few more. Spiderwebs. Rice Baby. Once again. Shout to Rice Baby. This is called Spiderwebs. Let's go.
Gone fish to catch you later in a truck. Up and huck a dead fish. Goofing out, I tossing back down with the bitches. Running fish of shit. Toss my time on multiple places. And it, four-way, no stop crash. Looking up at the loo, now I am looking at you. I'm walking faster than you talking. Who's in line to keep the pee popping? No bits all in for the wing. What you say? Well, signal can't hear ya. I hear the voices in my head. Whispers to run ahead. Wrong turn, got lost instead. What a life just left me on ring.
See, yeah, Rice Baby, you got like a very distinct swag with your stuff. And I'm telling you, like, double down, just keep doing what you're doing. But like, when you find a couple people that can lock in with you, you're going to be in good shape. I promise you that. You're going to be in good shape. Okay. All right. And that about wraps it up for today's stream. We're going to kick it off with Rice Baby again, Ordinary Girl, for tomorrow's stream, unless we get skips and super skips and all that jazz. But as of right now, we're leaving off with Ordinary Girl, Rice Baby for tomorrow's stream. Same time, same place. Get your submissions in. Nero.fan/Illmind. Conch said, Illmind, before you leave, can you please take 5 minutes to send our collab? Oh, I'm doing that right now, Conch. I announced that earlier today. I'm going to literally sit here and just like email you guys individually with all of your collaborations. I appreciate you for the reminder. So yeah, I'm going to do that now. And then tomorrow, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, we will stream and pick up where we left off. So appreciate you guys today. Apologies for the hookup or for the hiccup earlier. Apple, my computer, decided to update the operating system in the middle of my stream and I couldn't stop it, which is BS. But it is what it is. So we'll kick this off again and pick up where we left off tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. I'll see y'all tomorrow. If I did a collab with you, expect that in the inbox in the next hour or so. I'm going to send those out right now. And we'll do it like that. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day. Lock in. And we'll